Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is the long-awaited Planning with Ellie TN series. I'm so excited to do these next few videos for you guys. As you guys know, my TNs have become pretty popular, and it's all thanks to you guys because you guys support me and you guys support what I do and you guys love what I do and you let me share what I do, and I'm just extremely grateful. And a lot of you guys have been requesting to see how I make my TNs from start to finish. For me, it's a pretty long process. Normally when I create one TN, it takes me about a week, maybe 5 days or so, and then a day to take pictures and film the video, and then to package and send it out to my customers. So it's a process, but I've found, you know, something that works for me. Throughout the years that I've been making these TNs, I've perfected my process, and each time I find something new that helps me get better, or I find something new that makes it easier for me along the way, and it's just such a fun journey for me. I feel like this is what I'm meant to be doing. I extremely love making my planners. I have such a passion for them, and just getting into my creative mind, into my creative zone. I'm a Gemini, so I love to be extremely creative, and I feel like this is where I shine, and that's with my TNs. And again, thanks to you guys for purchasing them. A lot of you guys have your own very little collection. Even Cynthia says she has her own little Ellie museum. And you know, Anna, thank you. Diane, thank you so much for purchasing more than one of my planners. We have Pam, who am I forgetting? Kathy. There's so many of you guys, and a lot of you that are new to purchasing and having one. Again, just so grateful, because without you guys, really I wouldn't be able to do this. So as I mentioned, I'm going to be sharing a series of videos of how I do my TNs from start to finish, just because it's simply impossible for me to do it all in one video. We'd literally be here for days. So today I'm going to show you guys how I make my covers. We're going to do everything from laminating, from adding the eyelets, adding the elastic band, rounding corners, and just perfecting the cover. So that's what we're going to be doing today. In the next series of videos, you'll be seeing how I do all of my accessories, how I add the pom-pom trim, how I do my dashboards, how I do my folders, everything. You're going to see the entire process from start to finish. One thing that I do ask, and I'm going to say it in every video, and I do apologize, it's taken me, it's taken me some time to make these planners a Planning with Ellie planner. I'm known for my pom-pom trim. I'm known for the extravagant chunkiness, all the accessories that I have. It's just the look of it that makes it a Planning with Ellie planner, and I feel like it stands out from a lot of the other planners that's out there in the planner community. And again, these are customized. They're one of a kind, so I do ask that if you do recreate any of these and you add the pom-pom trim or the page marker and you post it on Instagram, just simply tag me and, you know, give me credit, because like I said, in the planner community, that's kind of what we do. If you get an idea from someone else, you kind of just give somebody else the credit. And I'm more than happy to share my tutorials with you guys, again, as long as you guys respect me enough to give me the credit, and just know that I respect you guys enough to share your work as well. So that's all I gotta say as far as that goes. But I'm really excited just to show you guys a little bit of what my TNs look like. These are mine. This is my Halloween one. This is kind of like a micro size, and it's so cute. Again, it has the pom-pom trim. This one didn't have a page marker, but it has little paper clips. Again, I'm known for the page marker as well. Just the chunkiness. This is my Christmas one. I absolutely love it. So again, today we are going to be making ours from start to finish. The very first thing that I always start with is my paper collection. What kind of paper am I going to be using? what kind of decor am I gonna have? Am I gonna have to buy anything for my planner? Do I have to buy elastic band? Do I have to buy you know, paper clips or things to make paper clips for? Everything is a thought process. You know, how do I want to design this? How do I want this to look? You know, what I want the finished product to just look like. I truly envision all of that in my head before I get started, and then I just make a list of things that I'm possibly gonna need so that I'm not scrambling last minute trying to get it all. So I really like to prepare ahead of time. If I have the chance. That's why when you guys order, you usually give me a few days to gather my materials, all my stuff, just so that, you know, once I create everything, you know, it's a smooth process for me. So today I'm actually going to be using my latest Planner Society kit. I figured why not? It's going to be the easiest thing for me to do because it has die cuts, it has stickers, it has paper, it has accessories, and it'll just be the easiest thing for this video purpose. So this is the paper collection. If you guys haven't watched my unboxing, I have it up on my YouTube channel. Feel free to go check it out. Again, I'll leave what month of the Planner Society kit this is right here somewhere because I always forget. I haven't really been keeping track and it never really sticks with me, but this paper is absolutely gorgeous and I love it, and I think it's going to make a beautiful TN. So the next thing that I'm going to decide is what I want to use my cover, and then what do I want to use as my dashboards. So for the Planner Society, you normally get an acetate and a vellum. So I know I'm not going to need those. And then you get 2 sheets, right? So you get 2 of the same. So here we have these. So I'm just going to kind of look through them, and then I just kind of see which one calls out for me, which one tells me, okay, I think I want to be your cover, you know. So I absolutely love this one. I think I normally gravitate towards the bold or that beautiful fancy subtleness, so I'm actually leaning towards this beautiful marble. I think this is actually going to make a beautiful cover, so we're going to go ahead and use this. And then for my dashboards, I always use 4 books. That's the next thing that I need to have on hand when I'm making my cover is my books. I normally use the Recollections books, these small ones, but I haven't been to Michael's and I ran out of all of these little books. I think I only have maybe like 2 or 3 left. Definitely not enough for a whole TN. So I normally use these. As you can see, these are from the Dollar Tree, and I'm so blessed because Cynthia has definitely provided me with a lot of these notebooks, and I'm just extremely grateful for her. She's just so sweet. She has the biggest heart. And so as you can see, this is a little bit bigger. This notebook is a little bit bigger. So my measurements, I already kind of have these down packed, but for these I'm gonna kind of have to alter them a little bit. So it's gonna be a slightly bigger planner, but it is still considered a pocket size planner. Anything that's smaller than this would be considered a micro, and anything that's bigger than that would be considered either standard or B6 or B6 wide, etc., etc. So just so you guys know, these are from Dollar Tree. They're by Jot. Very affordable, so in case you want to go purchase some, they come in a pack of 3. I actually went to the Dollar Tree and I was looking for some and I didn't find any. But here we have, so you're going to need your books. And then I'm going to decide which ones do I want for my dashboard. So normally, since this one is going to be my cover, then I think this one is going to be my folder. That's kind of how I like to do it, and I'm going to use this print since I'm going to use the marble for my cover. Right, so I have those, and then I have extra paper. So here we have one dashboard, here we have another dashboard, and then I kind of see which ones look better together. So I kind of just play with them and see what do I want to use, right? Or I could even take this one like that and maybe use this as my folder. I think that actually looks better. I really love these diamonds that way. They're so pretty. And then we have this one. So there we have it. right? So I normally do one that's kind of like a bold, and then I have something with like a decorative that I can definitely like fully cover the page for. This, when there's something like this, I kind of like it to stand out a little bit, so I try to do minimal design depending on how I'm feeling. And then here we have this beautiful paper, and then we have this one that's extremely gorgeous. I think I made a folder out of this print before. So these are going to be my dashboards, and we're going to go ahead and set these to the side. I normally paper clip them just so that I know. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, although I don't think I should have an issue forgetting. I'm just going to grab a paper clip really quick. And then I'm going to show you guys what materials I use to do my products. So I'm just going to paper clip those, and these are going to be my books. I mean my dashboards. So I'm going to put those to the side. Alright, so then a material that you're going to need is obviously your paper. This one's going to be my folder, so I'm just going to put that to the side because I don't need it right now. You're definitely going to need a pencil for your measuring and cutting. You're going to need your little notebook as your template so that you know how big you need your planner to be. You're going to need a paper trimmer. You can purchase one on Amazon or any of your local craft store. I use a scoreboard. Mine is from Martha Stewart. I purchased it on Amazon. Again, you can purchase it at your local craft store. And then I also have, if you guys remember, I told you that I was getting ready because I needed to buy some more laminating sheets. Oh, and I just love when I get a brand new pack of laminating paper. So I use the Scotch brand, the 8.5 pouch by the 11-inch pouch. So that's what I use. And then I bought extra adhesive for my ATG glider because God knows I needed that. So I'm just going to leave that right there. I have my ATG glider, which is my advanced tape glider. And then it already has fresh glue in here, so that's ready to go. I have my Crocodile. I have my eyelets, and this time I think I'm going to be playing around with the larger ones because I couldn't find the smaller ones at the Michaels that I went to. Hopefully they work. I have my elastic cording. Now, the elastic cording, I purchased it either at the Dollar Tree, sometimes they have some, or at Michaels, or on AliExpress.com. So you can check there. I have a larger pair of scissors, a tiny pair of scissors, just in case I need it. And I have my circle corner rounder. This is my baby. I love this little tool. It works, it works, it works. And then I have my laminator, which is the Scotch laminator. I have it turned on. It's already nice and heated up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that there. And I just have my glass board that I put so that my paper can come out nicely. And I actually have 2 more sheets left. I thought I had none left, but I actually have 2 more. So I'm gonna pull out my laminating paper that I'm gonna need. I have my Ali trash can to try to stay clean because I don't have a lot of room. And I think we are ready to go. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I like to do is measure out my paper. I'm going to use the marble side, but hopefully I don't make any mistakes. Lately I've been crafting on video and I've been making all kinds of mistakes. So now when it comes to the measuring, you guys, I've told you once, I've told you twice, I've told you 1,000 times, I am not good at the measuring table. I don't really know what these are in between, what they're called. I just know the halves and the little, I don't even know what that is. And then I know, you know, of course, the 8, the 9, whatever. So normally, there really is no form for me to measure. I just kind of eyeball everything and then I just kind of measure. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing here really quick. So I'm just going to take my book and then I'm going to take one more book and I'm going to put it on the opposite side, right? And then I'm going to see how much space I have in between. So obviously I have a lot of nice space. So then what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to go ahead and push it to the 5 and the 6. I normally like to leave an inch because I like to add 4 eyelets and I like to add 4 books. I like to add a folder. I like to add a page marker. So you want to make sure you have enough room to make it as chunky as possible, right? Or so that everything fits. So I'm going to go ahead and take the 5 inches. I'm going to mark my line. This is just the easiest way for me to measure. 6 inches, and I'm going to do the same thing at the top. 5, and 6. Okay, so now we're gonna see how much space we have on the ends because we're gonna cut down our notebook. So I like to leave a little border in between this crease and this crease. So let's see, I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and put, here's the 10-inch mark, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go 4 lines over, just like that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. Here's the 1 inch, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and move my little mat really quick. I'm gonna stand up so that I can see what I'm doing here. Again, I'm gonna put my notebooks right there. So here's the 5-inch, the 6-inch mark. Here's my 1 inch. I'm gonna move over 4. So here we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna do the same thing over here. We have the 10-inch mark, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that should be good enough. I don't think I'm gonna have an issue with that. If I do, then I'm gonna have to definitely start all over. But that looks pretty good to me. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut off these 2 edges because I'm gonna score the middle. That way I know where I'm gonna need to do my height. So I'm gonna take my my paper cutter. I'm gonna cut this. You can use this as a washi border. So if you don't want to, don't throw it out. I always think that way. Anything that you can use, use it. It'll be a nice decorative piece. Okay. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and take our scoreboard. And I did forget something. I forgot my bone folder. So let me grab that really quick. Luckily, I knew where it was. So I didn't have to scramble for it. All right, and I always like to make the crease on the outside. As you guys know, this is my cover. I don't want to put any pencil markings on it, so I use the inside of my cover. So I'm going to take my bone folder. I'm going to go ahead and crease once, twice, 3 should be good enough. 1, 2, 3. Right? I forgot my super cute little llama pencil. Eraser. Cynthia sent this to me and I love it. My boyfriend was actually drawing the other day, or he was, and he asked me to borrow one of my erasers. And he grabbed this one and he's like, this is a beautiful eraser. He loved how it erased. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and erase those lines. Now, before I fold my creases, I need to measure my height. Correct? Correct. So I'm going to go ahead and take my paper. I'm going to go ahead and put my notebook down. And at this point, everything should be nice and even. So you don't have to worry about it being uneven. So my notebook is slightly over 6 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. So the 6-inch mark is right here. So then we have 6, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to take it to that little line right there. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing over here. I'm going to take this. Here we have the 6, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. And we have an extra piece of paper. And now we have our cover. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So now you're going to go ahead and take your cover. You're going to go ahead and fold it down. Then you're going to do the same thing over here. Fold it down. And if you take a look at it, everything is nice and even. Now, to make sure, you can always do this. So I have it at the 4 something mark, and then at the 4 something mark. So everything is nice and even. Beautiful. I love it. So another thing that you can do to make sure that everything looks great, take your books, pop them in here, and beautiful. Oh, you guys, this is my happy place. I absolutely love this. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my little corner rounder. I'm gonna round all of my 4 corners. You don't have to. If you don't have one, don't go ahead and buy one. You can use scissors if you're a nice and straight cutter. Otherwise, don't do it. Don't worry about it. I just do it because I like that little extra look. Then I'm gonna take my trash, toss it. Either way, I'm gonna sweep tomorrow. Perfect. So at this point, I'm gonna start laminating. I could make my holes for my eyelets, but we're not gonna put them in just yet. So what I'm gonna do, what I did for my last planners, I actually laminated everything and then I put in the pockets, and I loved it. I loved it, one, because I didn't have to worry about the hassle of cutting the pocket with the laminating paper. Sometimes, you guys, that really is a hassle. You have to be really, really, really careful, otherwise you will ruin your entire cover. So I do recommend, because I did love how it turned out in my latest planner sale, I laminated all of my covers and then I put in the pockets, and I laminated the cover. I think I laminated the cover of the pocket by itself, and then I added the adhesive flaps. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and laminate this now. I'm gonna put this into my laminating. I'm gonna take this, and we're gonna just put it in our laminator. In the meantime, we can go ahead and possibly start making a pocket. So this is an extra paper, I believe, is it? I don't think so. Here we have a dashboard, 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 dashboard. Oh, I said this was gonna be a pocket. So I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this acetate as my pocket. I'm gonna laminate it, and I think that should work. I think that should work. I had to pull a little table next to me to put my tools, because now that I have my tripod on the table, it takes up more space. Alright, so as you can see, it's nice and laminated. We're going to go ahead and take it in again. You want to make sure that all your sides are nice and sealed. You have to make sure that your sides are nice and sealed, because they will open up on you. And then again, that's just another way for you to ruin the cover of your planner. And it's a really beautiful cover, so you really only get one shot at it. Otherwise, you have to kind of throw your idea away and use a whole new paper collection. In my case, I would have to use a whole new paper collection because I don't have enough of the matching paper. As you can see, this kit came with a lot less paper, so otherwise I'd be able to do more with it. Alright. So here we have our, because it is a single sheet, it really doesn't take long to laminate. I always like to leave a border. So I leave kind of like a two-step border. So here we have this line that cuts. Then we have this line, and I normally use that line right there. So I'm going to sit down just so that I see where I'm laminating everything. And if you guys have any questions on any of this, definitely let me know. Leave it in the comments down below. Feel free to DM me on Instagram. My information is always in the description box. And don't hesitate. I tend to respond pretty quickly for the most part. I really, like to be engaged with you guys and make sure that you guys, are constantly being taken care of. So if you need me, I try to be there for you. So definitely feel free to email me. So as you can see, I have all my little borders. Again, I'm going to go ahead and laminate all my sides again. Beautiful. Alright, so then I'm going to go ahead and take my tiny little scissors. This is going to be nice and hot, so be careful. And I'm just going to go ahead and round my corners. Go. Have it, you guys, nice and laminated, absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and take and fold that. I'm gonna do the same thing over here, and there we have it. So sometimes I use my adhesive pockets, sometimes I make my own pockets. So in this case I think I am gonna go ahead and make some pockets. So I'm just going to take this is gonna be the easiest way for me to do it. I'm gonna take my pencil. I'm gonna mark a line right there, if I can even see it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take this. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it on here. So now I'm going to cut it in half. So we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be even. Perfect. Alright, so then we're going to save this piece, possibly for a page marker. Then we have this scrap. Never throw away your scraps because you will find them useful. I'm going to go ahead and take this, and since this is already creased for me, I know it's going to be a nice straight line. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm going to crease it. And then I'm going to go ahead and use these as my folding. So as you can see, that's what that's going to look like. So I'm going to laminate these really quickly. I think that's the easiest way that I'm going to protect my paper. Now somebody told me that I could do the laminating one side trick. And eventually, I'm definitely going to try that because she said it'll save me paper. But in this case, I'm kind of in a hurry, so I have to work out right after this. There we go. And this really is not going to take long to laminate. So in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and fold this. let's do the test one more time. I'm gonna have to round this corner. This always gets stuck. There we go. Ah, you see? Oh no, it worked. Oh my goodness, saved by save. I thought the rounded corner was gonna end up over here. Oh geez, sometimes I do that. Perfect. There we have it, you guys. That's gonna be my pocket. I forgot I'm gonna need one for the bottom. No worries, I think I have one right here. This might be a little too thin. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab, I think I have a solid pink scrap paper in here somewhere. No need to worry. As you can tell, this is already pretty time consuming, so just imagine when I'm like really taking my time. Oh, it's a lot of work, but I love it. I really, really do love doing this. Perfect. Always a great way to use your scraps. That's why I never throw them away. Alright, so And there you have it. Those are the 2 pockets for my planner. Absolutely love it. So pretty. So there you have that. Now we're going to go ahead and add our eyelets. We are almost done. And I'm actually going to test out these big ones. I think I'm only going to need 3 because they're actually nice and big. So hopefully I don't ruin this. Okay, that fits. So I just pretty much eyeball everything. Where do I want to lay it down? I'm just going to do 2. Because this is a bigger eyelet, I can add enough elastic bands. And I'm going to have to take this. I'm going to put it into the hole there. Turn that over. Pop it in there and squeeze. So I think I'm going to have to change the setting. There we go. Did that work? Yeah, that works a little better. No. Okay, let's try another one. There we go. Just play around with the settings, see what you get. Oh, I just dropped one. There it is. I can't do anything with these nails. Oh, I forgot my tool puncher. There we go. Perfect. Look at how beautiful that is. I love it. And I had these gold ones too, but I was like, let me just try out the silver ones. All right, let me get my little, I have this little tool to make a hole. So I just kind of put it down. I just kind of see where my middle is. Eyeball everything. Stick it in there. All right, now we're gonna add the elastic band and we are just about done, you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there. I hope you guys are learning and enjoying this. This is definitely really fun for me to do for you. All right, so then I'm gonna take my elastic band, I'm gonna put it through again. Bring it back in through the other one. Bring it back in. I think if I can, I'm gonna fix this pocket. I feel like it's too stuck here, but it's good though. Hey, what's going on here? Oh man. All right, let's try this again. I normally have my lighter too to keep my edges from, oh my goodness, these nails. I think next time I get them done, I'm going to get them a lot shorter. Okay, again. I'm going to bring it over again. I'm going to take this. I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to take this and bring it back in. You can add as many elastic bands as you're going to need. These are pretty big eyelets, so I'm going to be able to add quite a few, which is good. If I was doing the smaller eyelets, I would add 3 eyelets. and only 2 elastics to each eyelid. But these are nice and wide, so I have 4 books. I'm going to add a folder, and then I'll leave 1 extra just in case. This normally doesn't take me this long, but I'm not sure why it's taking me this long. Sorry, I'm all up in your face. But I want you guys to see what I'm doing. Alright, 1 more, because we have the extra room. Perfect. So now that I have that here, that's why I leave 1 space here, because then I'm going to bring this over here so that I can tie them both together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull, make sure everything is nice and tight. You don't want it to go anywhere. Take it, tie once. You know, I like everything to be super secure, especially because this elastic is so thin. I'm going to take this. I'm going to grab my lighter really quick. I thought I had all my tools ready, but I guess not. If you're at a very young age, please do not use the lighter. Ask your mom to do it for you. I know I have some young subscribers as well. Alright, so now that I have my elastic bands in, I have 3 on each side. I'm going to go ahead and put my middle elastic band. I'm just going to take about that much. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to bring it in just to wherever I think it's nice and good. Take that out. Now you definitely want to make a nice big knot for this one, because sometimes if your hole is slightly big, your knot can go through it. So that's why I'm adding it so that it's a little bulky. That way it doesn't allow my elastic band to go through. If you're going to add a charm that doesn't have a clip or anything, you have to add the charm first and then seal your little elastic band. Otherwise you're not going to be able to do it. But if you have a charm that has a clip that you want to hang on it, then you can do so that way. This is going to be hard. So, where's my little? Just going to take this. Awesome. Let's test it out. Perfect. In, out, in, out. Then we're going to go ahead and cut this. Seal it. Awesome. And there you have it. So now you can just go ahead and test your notebooks. And there you have it, you guys. Look at how cute that is. Oh my goodness. That is perfect. So this is the first step to making your very own traveler's notebook. I know it was a long video. I'm so sorry, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found it helpful. As you can see, I have all of my eyelets. I have my elastic band. Everything's laminated. The corners are rounded. I have a pocket here. I have a pocket here. They both came out beautiful. And then I have all of my books. And I have an extra cording inside so that I can add a few more little things inside. And there you have it, guys. That is how you make your very own Planning with LETN cover. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, or if you're watching my channel and you're thinking of subscribing, I hope you decide to click that subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that whenever I upload, you don't miss my videos, especially the next ones. And I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!